3dTcat is an AFNI tool in order to concatenate datasets or remove pre-steady state TRs, or volumes. This might be important if it takes your scanner a few TRs in order to reach a steady state equilibrium. That way, the first couple of volumes won't have a much higher intensity or mean signal than the rest of the volumes. So in order to do this, let's say we've just converted one of our data sets from the raw fMRI data. And let's say, furthermore, that we wish to remove the first two steady-state TRs. To do this, we type 3dTcat, which is AFNI's tool to concatenate datasets, and give it a prefix such as R01_cat. Now we need to provide the input. Type R01 plus a rig, and then a single quote, a bracket, $2, $, closing bracket, and another quotation mark. What this will do inside these brackets is it will only grab the volumes from time step 2 until the very end. The very ending volume is represented by this $sign right here. Also remember that in AFNI, volumes start at time point 0. So we're skipping time point 0 and time point 1, and thus are removing the first two TRs. So we can go ahead, let that run, and to compare the two, we'll type 3dinfo on our original dataset. And notice that it had 165 time steps. Alternatively, you can do 3dinfo with the -nt command to get the number of time steps. Now let's do the same thing to R01_cat. And you can see now this one has 163 volumes. Lastly, you should open up both of those data sets to compare them and to make sure that 3dTcat did what you think it did. So this first graph right here is the original data. And notice as we go to the very end, it ends at index 164. Also remember it starts at time point 0, so there's 165 volumes in this data set. Now let's go ahead and open up the concatenated data set, R01_cat. And also notice when you go to choose an underlay, it'll first tell you what type of volume it is, in this case an equiplanar image. It's a 3D image plus time, and there are these many time steps, or TRs. So in R01 there are 165, in our concatenated data set there are 163. So go ahead and set that. Open up a graph. And notice, by comparing these two side by side, the first two TRs here have been cut off. You can go between the very end and the beginning and see that it ends at 162. Okay. So that's a brief introduction to 3dTcat. There are more functions you can use it for. For example, if you wish to concatenate several data sets in order to perform an ROI analysis and extract beta weights for a concatenated group of subjects. However, that will be covered at a later tutorial.